Okay guys, welcome to the video here, and today we're going to talk about how we can create a live set here on the MPC by using the Clip program. Now the video comes about a question that was asked here in one of my videos where I showed how to bounce samples from your sequence. So you make a beat, you bounce the sequence out to a sample, or you bounce the tracks out to samples, to loops actually, and then you put the loops onto Clip programs so you can play with those loops. And then the question was, well, can you record your live set? You can record what you are doing here with the Clip programs, okay, and you can record actually a live set. You can even edit afterwards the live set. There's even more that you can do than just recording what you are doing here with the Clip programs, and I'm going to show you that. One of the things that you need to know is that if you have a loop that contains like 4 bars, uh, and you have a sequence that's set for 2 bars, the loop that you created will only be looping for 2 bars. It will be repeating itself for 2 bars. So if you have a loop, if you have a drum loop or any loop that's higher than the amount set here on the sequence, it will only play the amount set for the sequence. So it will only play 2 bars of that loop, and it will go back to the beginning of the loop. Now, to create a whole set, you should actually put a higher number of bars here. So one of the things that you need to do is double tap on that. Okay, and we're going to put 999. That's the maximum amount of bars that we can put into the MPC. Okay, so after you create that, after you put that's the maximum, you can actually go ahead and record. The only thing that you need to do really is just record as you were recording any track, any sequence. It's the same concept. You just press on the record, play start, and you start doing your thing. So, and you have everything recorded right here, okay? You'll see that all the MIDI notes have been recorded. One of the cool things is that you can now come to the mix that you created and add in more things because this is now recorded as a MIDI. Everything will play back again, so you can go in again and add more to it or take something away from it. You can actually, create an entire set this way just by adding bits and pieces here and there. Now let's imagine that this starts like this way, but I actually want to add something in. I'll go from the start. You can add more bits and pieces here and there, and you can create a full live set this way. You can build on a live set this way. It's even good to do it this way because you can, you easily be in the studio trying to see which samples work with what drum loops will work with what basses, and this and that. You can actually build a whole live set this way, building one loop after the other, coming back to the beginning, adding more over it. So it's not just good for live to record live sets, it's also good to be in the studio and work with your loops and see what goes with what and create a live set this way. So one of the things that you probably noticed is that the notes, when you record a stop, it doesn't record it, and that's one of the things that should be worked on, I believe, is that if you notice this note right here that I recorded, it recorded straight 2 bars in, even though I stopped it after 1 bar. And that's one of the things that I find a bit counterintuitive, counterproductive, is that it doesn't stop when you stop the pad. Now let's have a look at that again. I'm going to start from the beginning, and I'm going to record this just for 1 bar. I'm going to stop it after 1 bar. And if you notice, it recorded 2 bars entire because that's the actual size of the loop that's on the pad. So it records it straight away. Once you tap it, it records that note in. Now, I wish that Akai can fix this and actually make the MIDI information stop once you stop the pad. But in any case, you can come back to it and edit the note. So if you just come back to it and put it edit end, push it back, and it can be edited this way. So this is the only thing that's a bit inconvenient about working this way and recording your live sets, is that it doesn't actually record when you stop the pad. It records the MIDI note straight away. So if the loop that's inside the pad has 8 bars, it's going to record those 8 bars straight away. If it has 3 bars, it's going to record 3 bars. Let's put the MIDI note for 3 bars. And once you play the whole thing again, it doesn't play the mutes that you created. So that's a thing that I think it should really be worked on. That's it. But apart from that, it's really good because now you know how it functions and you can go ahead and actually build your live set this way. Okay, so one of the things that you can do as well here, when you have this recorded here on the grid, So once you have this recorded on the grid and you edit it, and it's because it's already written down as a MIDI note, you can go to other tracks and try other instruments, try to create other melodies over it. You don't need to be in the same track to add things. And now we can go to a different track and even add a plugin, add whatever you want to add, and you can play while what you recorded is playing back. Let's say that you want to add it in. So you can build on the live set that you are creating on the moment. So you can record your live set, you can record your clips by just pressing on the record and the play start. And obviously, if you don't want to have that metronome on, you can just go to the metronome and turn it off, or just at the count in, record enabled off, just have it on the count in. It will not play during recording. Okay, so these are, sorry, it isn't the best audio, it isn't the best loop or anything, but it shows you what the workflow is, and it shows you that it's very promising. So once you bounce out all your sequences, all your drums and loops, you can actually create an entire set here on one of the clip programs. And on top of that, you can add in voices, you can add, field recordings, whatever you want to enrich your live set. You can do it right here from the screen. Okay, so if you want to know how to bring in sounds while this is playing. You can do that. So the only thing that you need to do really is make sure that when you go here to the browser window, have the audition sets off. Otherwise, when you select sample, it will play that sample. So you want to have that set to off. This is on, this is off. So you want to have it off, okay? So it doesn't mess up anything live. So have that one set off, and there's another thing that you need to know here. So if you have something playing, okay, and you go to the browser window, and you want to select the pad where you want to put in the new sound, the actual sound is going to stop playing for a little bit, like that. And then it's going to continue. But, you know, once you select the pad, it will make this one stop for a bit, okay? There's a way of getting around that. So just let the sound play. Now go here to the program. So shift, tap on the pad, and the pad is selected. Now if you go to the browse, the pad is already selected. You can select the drums that you want to bring in, load it up, it's loaded, go to the main window, and it's done. Okay, so these are the tricks that you need to do in order to not mess up anything. Okay, now I'm going to bring in another sound here to change for this one. Okay, so same thing, tap here, shift, tap on the pad that you want to use, go to the browse window, done. So that's how you bring in a sound while you are playing. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I didn't actually clear, make sure you put it in the comments section below. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you for your support in every comment that you put out. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.